You do not absorb English and you do not understand English. It is self-explanatory. So herein lies the problem. Sam Larry, LLA, what's the other one called? Obele. Please come and tell us, who is they? They is the problem here. Who is they? We are looking for they. They work for Balegushi, but they send them. Who is they? Is it Obalegushi? Is it Obalegushi's wife? Is it the doorman? Are they on a contract because thugs are hired? So who is they? Let them come and explain to us who they is. Now we can also assume, as they assume concerning the issue. Okay, let us also assume, what Sam Larry is close to Naira Marley. So who is they? They is in the air.
And okay, I thought you was done. Go ahead. No, I was.
Okay, let me just quickly address this Rotel person. She said, Freedom, go and ask Sam Larry to prove if he wasn't sent by who he works for. So who is Sam Larry working for, if not Naira Marley? If not Naira Marley.
And also, in Nigeria, this thing is common. Once you know which person, once you know one person, right? Or it's somebody that you just go to their house, it's just easy for you to attach yourself. Exactly, the name dropping will easy for you to just attach yourself, like, this is the picture I took with this. I know this person, and just
should be me. It's not about should be me. Correction. It's not about because he goes to the palace frequently. It is because he works in Elegushi Beach.
Now let's think.
He collects the tolls, the fees of all the shops, all the people entering there. He collects it. So he's always called Sam Larry Elegushi. It is not Sam Larry of Oba Elegushi. That is why the family of Elegushi they dissociated themselves with him. It's like he works at Elegushi. Oda being say come and say that British babe. Everybody looking
let's use Oshodi. Let's use Nigeria. Oshodi. Everybody knows that's MC Oluomo's terrain. A child in Oshodi now says, he works for MC Oluomo. Does that mean MC Oluomo sent him to do that? That's not even. Address something in the.
No, I wanted to add something, guys. Okay.
Osha, please. A video showed Elegushi doing campaign saying non-indigenous can be enjoying and not vote APC. That's totally not what we're talking about, please, Ms. Titilayo Crowder.
So, see,
you see, sorry guys, let me
sorry. Freedom, please. I wanted to add that, okay, if he's claiming that he's working for Elegushi Beach, was there any contract of employment? Was there an agreement at any point in time in which he was assigned a role that he, under the guise of working for Elegushi, claimed he is a staff or member of staff, so therefore he has all rights and intent and purposes to actually attack anybody on the beach.
And see, there is this in common in Lagos. Somebody can just get up from somewhere and make.
Jobimi, you're sounding far away. Are you on that level?
No, it's all mom. It's all.
No. So, it's so common in Lagos, especially in Lagos, right? When you want to dominate a place and make it your territory. Once you know one person, then you can put your stuff there and say like, okay, that is how all this Agbero thing started. With this, I'm not saying Sam Larry does not know Elegushi, but because he knows Elegushi, so I think that is easy, very easy for him, to be associated with Elegushi. And to be like, oh, I work for Elegushi because he is the one like collecting the money in that area, and he's Agbero. Maybe he's one kind of a tout that that has fought somewhere and everybody's scared of him, and he has all these 1, 2, 3 boys. That's how it starts.
Okay, what I even dropping? I want to take all of us away from all of this now. We know that he had a fallout with NM, that's Naira Marley. And we've had instances where even people have asked that, okay, Naira NM, even if you were not in support of the whole thing going on, why didn't you step in? So could it be that they were dropping Elegushi's name just to take focus and attention of NM? One. Then two, how we even of course like
that British. Don't let us work with can it be?
No.
See, Sam Larry and Elegushi, before the Elegushi palace disowned him, like they actually said that he has no name. The thing here, it has nothing to do that they were name dropping or anything. No, that is not it. That is not it. Is the number one Agbero of Elegushi Beach. Now, if you want to call him by name, Sam Larry Elegushi, it's just like saying Temi Korobi.
With an example.
It is just like saying, okay, let me give you an example, a very big example. Zaria, hold on, please, hold on. It's just like saying Coco Zaria. Zaria, he's not from Zaria State. I'll be from Zaria Kingdom or anything. What if there is an Oba Zaria? Are we now saying that he's related to Zaria? No, it is something he gave himself. Mm-hmm. So that is the explanation of that Sam Larry Elegushi that they usually call him. He's the number one Agberu of Elegushi. All the towns there report to him. All the towns there report to him. Okay, that's the issue.
Let me give you an example.
The part I'm trying to address is the part in the petition where it says, they said they were sent. And that's why we're talking about name dropping. That's where...
In the petition, hey, God, see, this is a mistake we are making. They did not put in the petition they were sent. No. What was in the petition is they work for
Elegushi.
Yes. Now, this is a common thing in Lagos.
Okay.
That's something you should know.
Can I blow it out? Let's even forget about Lagos. Even let's say in the UK, there are hoods, there are terrains where people that these boys run those terrain. The fact that they are in that terrain and you're in their hood doesn't mean that the leader of the hood sent you. Do you understand what I mean? And
let me give you an example.
In this instance, the leader of the hood went to beat up somebody and name dropped.
This thing is on. No, okay, let me give an example. Like now, back then when I was in Lagos, we have a family that is commissioner of police. So now, I went to Nigeria, me and my cousin. He was, he dropped him off at the airport. I don't know if you remember, there was a time like when you're going in the airport, it should be just you that you are traveling. Anybody that, that is dropping you or that, escorts you to the airport, you can't go in.
They still do it.
So, now, my cousin that took me to the airport with 2 other people, they want to come in, escort me inside the airport. And my cousin had to mention the commissioner of police, stating that is my father. In that instant, that one doesn't even know that we are there at the airport. But just because we know that person, he used that name, and that is how they let them inside the airport. So, people do these things a lot in Lagos.
This is a very common thing in northern Nigeria.
It's very
so many people do it.
When they will say, anybody, I'm working for this person. Meanwhile, that person doesn't even know.
Can I say something, please?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Let's not forget that
in that petition, Mo did not know the full name of Sam Larry. He just attributed it to maybe where he sees him or where he was.
Yeah, because he's always there. He always there.
Yes, I don't think he knows his name.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think he knows Sam Larry's full name. He just knows him as Sam Larry in Elegushi.
Can I say something, please? To me, and I say this, the petition is self-explanatory. However, I think we're doing exactly what the witch hunters are doing. We have understood what the petition has said. Let's not give it more life than it deserves. Thank you.
Okay. So, like promised, we would go to Abala KG. Before we start, God, man, today is going to be long. The recording of Baba, how many hours is it?
Let me check. It's not that long, you know.
Well, I hope it's just like an hour. Okay, let's just start Abala.
1 hour, 28 minutes.
That's about 1.5 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So won't drag it that much.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of it was cut. He wasn't talking, so there's a lot of moving forward and all that.
Yeah, the scripted parts that we're trying to tell them what to say.
The network was bad.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is Abala KG. Let's just move to Abala KG. And please, before we start reading or analyzing the recording, please, you have to get these likes to 450. Abala KG starting immediately. We're not going to waste time. Now, Abala KG, I want to know how old our mommies are on the platform. I want to know by asking them one question. How many of you saw this movie, Oluwalonile, Si Baba Wande Wambe? That Baba Wande was one of the actors. Oluwalonile.
Oluwanile. Not Oluwanile.
Oluwanile. We all saw it. I'm very sure. I'm very sure of that. Okay. Sister, tell me. So, are you available to
To be me,
I'm going to be idle for a while. So, all right,
no problem.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to drop now.
Okay, I think Osha should go ahead. Osha, can you remember what happened in the movie?
Film 19 Kokoro Banti
Yeah. The movie was about
there was a
selling the land
or something like that. Something.
No, it was
I can't remember.
selling a land that belongs to the gods, and then because there are some foreigners that came, and Baba one day took part in selling it without the consent of the king, and then I think the people that partake in it that started dying. Something like that, Sha.
Yeah, I think he sold that the particular land he sold. I think there's supposed to be something like there was a problem with the land. Yeah, so yeah, not Osha. Sorry, by you. No. So
no. Oh, go kumbe. But what tale Osha ó wá ń disturb àwọn tó talẹ̀ tó
yes,
especially Baba wa every one of them in his dreams. And the antidote to it is that bó ṣe ń kú wọn ẹni ìgbà tó kọ gbọ́dọ̀ sí wọn the next person máa kú. So, but other than the last person, Kuko to come, Baba one day, one go to see you. Sir.
You should be around 60 to 70 years now.
Dawah was produced in 1993 now.
I'm two more.
I'm just 24.
Hey,
in your comment section, go also talk by mainframe production.
And yes, Baba was the owner of the story. Baba Wande was the owner of the story, but it was
You people are narrating a movie of 31 years ago.
Yeah.
Movie 31 years ago. Calculate 20 years plus 31 years. Only ages going. Cherry sister, tell me not all this.
He actually right.
Don't talk about your age. Grandma, don't just come here and talk about your age. You are a grandma. Osha, bring your certificates, your birth certificates. I don't trust you. That's why I usually say Sister Befe, approve me. If Sister Befe is almost 60, and you are saying approve me, Osha.
yes, of our Befe.
The British mommy was sorority because she's 16 minutes. She's 16
Me, I'm just 24 years old. Anyway.
Okay, I only started this this section in a humorous way. I want our spirits to waken up. Now, the next question is this: Ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, why do they roll oku? Panelists, over to you.
Won't understand him more. So that Dopsy, Mama.
Why the rule? When there is a controversy, when they are not sure that it's the death is natural, and they feel that no one come back on you, then money, let's rule so that it will avenge. I want to power. But I think I'm right. I don't know.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, for me, I think the reason why they did that, or how do I put that now? Because back then, before autopsy and all that came to light, Okuriro, which is revoking the spirit of the dead to fight whatever it is that has caused that death, was how they found out if that person was killed or the person died of natural causes. But in this age and time where we have a mixture of orthodox medicine and traditional, if you think that it is not medically related, then you can do the Okuriro to find out if whoever it is was killed traditionally. Don't Dada.
It's not only in Yoruba land. I think it's basically in most of Africa, where you think somebody's life has been cut short spiritually. Most times, it's people step away from Christianity and Islam. It's mostly, for want of a better word, African gods kind of thing, for want of a better word, because I respect the culture and religion of other people. I know not everybody is a Christian and a Muslim, and they try to invoke the spirits. In some places, I do know that they put knives, plasters, and things like that, and they say or canes for the spirit to come and go and seek revenge. And I just think it's an African thing, not mainly Nigerian.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone has said it's from unlike autopsy. I don't see the reroll as a fact-finding mission. Even sometimes people already have their doubts, they have their suspicion of who they think might have committed such acts. So they just like invoke the spirit and equip it with tools, materials that they think the spirit can use to avenge. So it's mostly like like a vengeful mission, like go fight for yourself. Fight those who are responsible. So at that point, let's know that these are the people who buy you. Take them along with you. Serve them as well. Let them go with you. So that's it.
Before the next person, Osha speaks. Before Osha speaks, please, we are 392. Okay, let's keep on tapping. We could share. Now, if there's anybody that is Team Baba, I want you to request, not for us to insult anybody, not for us to start challenging anyone. Let us reason on this topic of Riroku together. As in, within 10-15 minutes, you come up, you say whatever you want to say. I would ask you a few questions on Riroku, what you know about it. You can see how I'm passing the questions to my panelists. I don't want it to be one-sided. I want to also learn from you. Like, what do you think this topic is? For you to invoke the spirits of the dead and ask the dead to avenge his or her death. So I just want to learn from you on this particular topic, and we are going to relate it to the statement of Wumi. If you have a contrary opinion or idea to whatever my panelists are saying, please just request, come up, and I promise you, nobody in the panel, I can't speak for the people at the comment section, but nobody on the panel list is going to attack you. Nobody is going to insult you. Nobody is going to say any bad thing about you. We want to reason together. We want to see why you think Wumi said that statement. Is it an incriminating statement? Is it saying we want to see the events of Wumi after that same day Mohbad died? She made some Instagram comments. We're going to examine those comments in relation to her statement to Baba Mohbad. We call Loroku Mohbad. So please and please, okay, if it is African TV that wants to come up, I know you insult people a lot. Come up and express decorum. This is not a platform for you to advertise of 50 million naira. We don't want that shit here. We want you to talk maturely without insulting anybody and without insulting Wumi or Baba Mohbad. You can see how peaceful we are without defaming anybody, without bullying anybody, without anything like that. But we are talking like adults. So please, I want somebody from Team Baba who is a very good speaker. Although some are not even good speakers. So I shouldn't have used that adjective. Who knows how to...
How can you say don't talk shit and it sounds so sweet in your mouth? Eh?
God.
No.
Oh, but wait, if K-Crown is around...
I saw K-Crown now. Freedom.
Ayaminka ti wọlé. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni kẹ́ tó wọlé. Ayaminka wà ní comment section. Ó ti wọlé. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi wọlé ẹjọ́. Ayaminka.
Can you stop being so long?
No, you know, but even you would agree with me when you said not talking shit. Almost, I felt it. What do go, man?
Freedom.
Share my cast to me. Oh, yeah, share me, come on, me.
Is anybody requesting?
There's no one on the request section. Let's carry on. If we have anyone, we will bring them up.
Okay, Crown. Okay, now good. Osha, let us stop the meaning of Roku. Hold on, I have a call. Dukia, please take the likes to 450k. I want to pick this call.
All right.
Let me speak my own growing side of things. From my own understanding, I want to believe that in doing so, you're invoking the spirit of the dead, one to avenge his death, and also to find out exactly what happened, in some parts, because it's different. And I believe it's applicable to most cultures in Nigeria, either Yoruba, Robo, Igbo. I don't know about Hausa people. I don't know if they do that, but I want to believe that majority of the cultures have their ways of invoking the spirit of the dead to avenge their death, or at least to sort of like show them what happened. So yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know.
Osha, I'm sorry. My question, I wanted to change the question for Osha, but I'm still going to start from Osha to TNM to Chobimi. Now, I'm not an island of knowledge, so I want to learn from others. We are talking about invoking the dead.
I think maybe not Kano, Kaduna, but Plateau and Benue and all that. They do.
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Mr. Dawah. We can hear you.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Okay, Osha, please. I'm still bringing this question to you.
Okay.
Now, I'm not an island of knowledge, so I want to learn from everybody. That's why I'm throwing these questions to I believe I'm even the youngest in this platform, so no problem. Ekari. In
You're a man now.
For someone to rule,
Concentrate.
I am going to add it with another term. Kenyan rule àti Kenyan ṣe orò ìdílé. You are going to define both of them, Osha. CNM and Chobimi.
Yeah, just calling me that me Osha but continue.
Osha. Orò ìdílé and Riruku. Are these two practices a religious thing? I'm a Muslim. I have never heard that in the Quran and in any Hadith literature. Is it a religious thing or something done by traditionalists?
It's not in the Bible.
Can I respond to that?
Take it from Osha.
So now, Yoruba la ma fi sọ, nǹkan tó bá gba ká jókòó sọ, àní dúró sọ. Now, tó bá sọ wípé wọ́n fẹ́ ró òkú, ríró òkú yẹn, òun ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ mọ ìdí nǹkan tí ó ṣokùnfà ikú ẹni yẹn. Tó bá ní pé wọ́n wá ṣe orò ìdílé ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá ọmọ yìí o, ọmọ ìdílé yẹn ni, or whatever, right?
No.
No. Sir, can I stop you?
No, hold on, TNM, hold on. Let her finish her point
I
first.
can shaitan now.
Jackie wants shaitan.
That's my own understanding. So, Emma ṣe àlàyé tèmi bó ṣe yé mi sí nìyẹn. So now, tó bá wá, mo ti gbàgbé nǹkan tí n fẹ́ sọ ń sìn. God.
To know if that child belongs to that family. That's where you look.
Okay, right. So Dawah was asking a question.
Dawah, this your all this your question.
I beg, not be juju be this. Somebody where we suppose they tell say, hope you are learning what life is all about. Hope you suppose do the needful. Hope you see say Lori. Thank you, yeah. I said it. Not be as you think I'm.
No. I don't have much time. I'm late for work. I don't have much time. I won't wait.
So it be. Not as you thought it would be. That's it. Anxiety because God.
First hand witness. Even that night, they played and wanted to lap Pio. Which meant, even if there was a fight, minor fight, that can you bring your witness to come and say that in front of the court that they wanted to lap Pio?
My husband made me a glass of Baileys.
Yes, why not? I have a witness. She said already.
So who's your witness?
No.
Don't forget that whatever is said in the coroner inquest cannot be used in the criminal court proceeding. Don't forget. That is the law.
Absolutely. So I can bring that in.
Yeah. So where did she sit that? Please bring it under oath for us. My Lord want to see that.
Just brought me a glass of Baileys.
I have to bring my witness.
Inside.
The court adjourned to 2025. Court adjourned to 2025 July.
Solano.
1 year later.
You know, I want you to prosecute me as prime boy. Let's continue this prosecution because I know your position about prime boy, and I'm trying to learn from you and everybody. Because for me, I don't want to say my opinion, but the point is, let's prosecute the case. People are commenting, and more facts are coming out from different people's comments. So at the end of the day, I want to know where you stand. Are you with me, Pap?
Okay. Now,
hello.
Yes. Now, you want me to speak on that?
No, I want us to continue the prosecution.
I was reading section 30. I want some prime boy go jail. Section 30 of the Evidence Act that talks about confession of the defendant. Okay? Now, was someone saying hello?
Yes, I'm saying hello.
You want to stand for prime boy?
I'm not standing for prime boy. I just want to make something, to you right here. I'm just of the opinion that all this is the police issue because they are the ones that didn't do the right thing, If they had done the right thing, we won't be here back and forth. If they had done what they're supposed to do and taken everybody's evidences, the right evidences, I think by now we would get to a point. So I just feel the police are the ones that, haven't done the right thing. That's my opinion. I mean,
see. Even apart from the police here, you see, Papa, he likes conspiracy theories. Now, how can you say that? Why didn't Prime Boy actually go to Mohbad's house to confirm he was dead? He
can't go there because he called. He called and said, "I want to pick my bag." They said, "Don't come."
Don't come now.
And then at the back of their mind that they had a fight before. So if they had a fight on Sunday at the
misunderstanding, I would say. I won't say a fight. Misunderstanding, I won't say.
Okay, well they had an altercation or whatever, So if they had that on Sunday, how would you now want him to go there? And according to Papariano, he said that Dura was chasing him, Darisha was chasing him, So they already had that on ground. And when he called and said, "Well, I want to pick my bag," and they said, "Don't come," why should he go there? He can't go there. I mean, let's speak the facts here.
I understand your feelings.
Hold on. You said police did not do the right thing. Let me correct that statement.
Okay, sir.
Let me correct that statement. The police, in their own eyes,
think they did the right thing.
In their own eyes, they did the right thing. They charged Prime Boy. They think they did the right thing, but we know that what they did is baloney. Because did they charge Prime Boy? They charged Prime Boy, yes. Who else did they charge? Nurse. Those two are being detained. So in their own eyes, you can't say they didn't do anything. They did something. They're doing the right thing. That's the question. That's why
African TV, they've not charged anybody. They only arrested them.
was arrested.
They
arrested them. So nobody's in charge to court.
No, I need to correct that. Correct. They're just suspect.
Thank you.
Because if they said if they said Mohbad gave him a blow through the glass, you know, if you punch a glass that way and then your blow would break the glass, you should have marks all over on your hands, you know. And according to what this person said, they said the glass was not broken, and the police didn't even say the glass was broken.
Evidence Act, Section 30. Okay. It says the court will take into account the credible confession of the defendant. Okay. You can read it up, anybody. Section 30, Evidence Act 2011. So now, wait now. That's the credible confession, okay, of suspect. So now, if you look at their confessions,
it said credible.
Yes, credible. You can read it up now. Just type confession.
Your Honor.
Evidence Act, Section 30. Okay, now, according to the Evidence Act, the admissibility of
like I said in the last inquest, they were intact. Nothing was wrong with the vehicle. And Your Honor, based on your Evidence Act, in the next inquest, could you please subpoena that vehicle to be brought for examination? Let's check the history and condition of that vehicle.
And if they think the gas has been repaired, let them send the receipt.
We have to adjourn the court to bring it. We adjourn the court to 2026.
No, we know they adjourn. Papa, no, today you must convict me. We know they adjourn because I'm playing Prime Boy tonight.
You know.
But honestly, Papa,
you must continue.
Prime Boy has said what he should say. You understand? Yeah. Everything that, and he said something that even before the party or before the show, whatever, that he has really not been, too into Mohbad, but he will call him and all that. But he hasn't really been going to him. But on that Saturday, he said he'll come over, or Sunday, come over and then let's go to this place together. So I think, they really haven't been so chummy, before that day, even though they talk and all that, but there's been a distance, in them. So he has said all he should say. So I don't know what you're still expecting him to further say. And after the show, he didn't go home with them. Everything that happened at home, the fight, the whatever, and all that, he wasn't there.
Okay. Why will he see the CCTV camera when he wasn't there?
Because Mohbad told him that he has installed the CCTV camera in his place.
Mohbad told him according to him, he called Mohbad's father somewhere in the evening of Tuesday. When he told Mohbad's father said, "I'm on my way. I'm in Aja." Okay. Then he called later. Mohbad's father said, "I just arrived there." Then he called later. Mohbad's father did not pick. Okay. Now, according to Prime Boy, he said when he heard that Mohbad died, we should be asking Prime Boy, who told you? Did you call?
It was all over the social media.
Wait, last first, I beg, these kids are lying. Forget that thing, I beg. Okay. When you hear that somebody that is close to you died, who will you call? Won't you call those that are in that house? Did Prime Boy call Wumi? Did he call Adua? Did he call any of them to confirm?
Well, remember that it was.
Did he try to find out what killed his friend? They try to find out what he doesn't know.
How did you know this thing you're saying?
Caparano, you're being biased. I'm
not being fair. You're not being fair.
No, you're being biased. Wumi is the owner of the husband. You understand? Abdullah is the brother.
Where Wumi tell you that he saw that they were burying his husband online, so he too went. She's lying, right?
Wumi didn't tell him they were burying Mohbad. Wumi didn't say anything to Prime Boy as per that.
Wumi said that when she died, she didn't know that Mohbad was being buried by the father. That she saw it online that they were burying the husband.
That's crap, please. That's crap.
All of these kids are lying. That's what I'm telling you. That you guys are selecting. You guys were not there, but you will listen to what one of them will say. And then you render them to become innocent.
In all of this, okay, tell me the person that is right, that has said something right.
Thank you very much. So far as things stand now, all of those kids are fighting for their own life, for their self.
Okay, if it was you,
not ready to expose each other. And this is not going to help us. What is going to help us if they open their mouth and they point fingers and they tell us what they hear, what they know so far, that can help us know what killing us.
Let me tell you something. I'm sorry, sir. Let me tell you something. Of all of them, Prime Boy has said things like, okay, Mohbad told me there's a CCTV camera in that house. Mohbad told me when he bought the house, you know. Mohbad told me I'm not the father of this child, you know. But I mean, Prime Boy has said things that all of them have not said.
So when it comes to when it comes to the question of somebody protecting somebody, that should be directed at the people in the house.
Okay,
not the Prime Boy that was spending.
When you say spending too, I've said something that Prime Boy have not said. Spending said this person Jack will meet Jack Mohbad. Okay, you see that's what I'm saying, that they are lying. That thing Spending is telling us that we meet Jack Mohbad. Maybe we meet fought Mohbad. Spending doesn't want to tell us directly. You get what I'm saying? Maybe we meet fought Mohbad seriously, and they don't want to tell us directly, but they just make it very light. That you know.
Papa, why are you saying maybe Wumi fought Mohbad? Did you not see Wumi's injury and swollen face when she even went to the burial? Why are you saying maybe? There is no maybe here. There's evidence of injury and swollen face. Why do you think they covered her face throughout the burial? It's not a maybe.
I know that there was a fight, okay? But now, at what point was there this fight? There was a bloody fight that took Mohbad's life. Either stabbing whatsoever, I believe in all of those things. But me, I don't want to say so far that this fight happened at home. It could be at the show, it could be on the bridge, it could be at home. I don't want to limit it. I want to see clearly all of these different places, areas.
Wait, let me just put
if I'm going to say nothing happened on the show, I must have clear evidence that Mohbad did not leave show with blood. At least even blood, he didn't leave with blood. As long as Mohbad leaves that show with blood, I'm suspicious.
Papa, wait, see, a couple of days ago, I listened to you. This night again, on all these your conspiracy theories on Prime Boy. But what I'm going to say to you is, they don't wash. They don't hold water. With everything, no one can actually convict Prime Boy as it stands. As it stands, I don't see it coming. And to be honest, it is tried.
The script is meant to save all of them. That's why I told you that.
What script are you talking about? Were you there when they wrote the script?
Again, when I say the script, I mean something terrible might have happened to Mohbad in that show, but they will all plan that, okay, let's not expose Prime Boy, okay, because if we expose Prime Boy, then we are going to expose the sender, the person who sent Prime Boy, you know? So what if the person who sent Prime Boy is the father of the baby?
You are making me laugh.
Ani Baba baby, what if the person who sent Prime Boy is the father of the baby? And they must not expose Prime Boy. They must try so hard not to expose him. You see?
All these conspiracy theories don't wash. They don't make sense to me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Whatever you are saying is conspiracy. I mean, you were not there too.
Hold on, Paprano. Did Wumi not file a petition against Prime Boy?
Okay, now, all of those things is Ujuaye. It's not going to hold water. It's not taking anywhere. Prime Boy to file petition against Wumi. Where is that going? Ujuaye is just for the surface, for media. It's just, okay, Naramali file petition. Naramali petitions against Yabo, do 500 naira. Where is it? It's dead. Where is it?
500 naira.
500 billion naira. What is it? 500 billion. And then Yabo do file 1 trillion naira petition. Where is it?
So what you're saying now is that they are all playing us, is what you're saying.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Prime Boy and Wumi know something. If Prime Boy doesn't know anything, the way he's acting is not good enough for a friend. It's suspicious.
Oh, wait. But the way Bosede is acting and Adura acting is good enough.
All of those ones, see, let me tell you something, right? For me, 100% Iya Mohbad knows what happened to Mohbad. 100% Wumi knows. Adura 100%, that's all of 100%. But where I have problem is 50-50 with Prime Boy. I don't want to clearly say that me, with Prime Boy 100%, this guy doesn't know anything. I don't want to say.
Wait. See, this
Prime Boy is the most innocent out of all of them.
Okay, that's right. I'm going to agree with that.
Exactly, but I will not just root out Prime Boy that
let me say this, okay? Now, you just made a point now that Boss said they knows what happened. She's not
all
talking.
of them. 100%.
Adura knows is not talking.
All of them.
Okay, Wumi is not talking. So everybody close to Mohbad at that time when he died, they know what happened, but they're not talking. So how do you expect Prime Boy was not there to know if they didn't tell him?
That is what I'm saying, that we don't know where Mohbad died. We don't know where his injury started. We don't know how he got it. That's why I don't trust Cubana Chief Priest. I don't trust Prime Boy. I don't know what's going on.
Wait. So you said you read about the evidence at this time, okay? Now the first-hand witness was there. He said Mohbad go home, and it was fine when he got home.
No, you see, this is what I'm telling you right now, okay? If you are going to follow the witness of Wumi, when she said Mohbad got home, then you also have to follow her witness statement that said that it was Mohbad that caused, it was Prime Boy that caused that injury. You have to take the two too. Don't take one and leave one. Understand?
Wait. See, she said it that it was Prime Boy, but she said she didn't see a fight.
Okay, again, she said Mohbad told her that she came when the fight has happened, but she could see the sign. And Spendy saw the sign too. Spendy saw the broken glass, according to Spendy. Now,
at the coroner inquest, the magistrate says something that all of these guys are saying the same thing. Okay, all the guys said, Mohbad, go home. You have to go with that.
No, they are saying the same thing, that he fought, that the injury that was caused by Prime Boy.
So there was a difference there because Adura said I didn't see a fight. But Cynthia told me. Cynthia said I didn't see a fight.
Okay, but the injury, how did he got the injury to Prime Boy?
Wait, the question is who saw a fight? Asking, who saw a fight?
You don't necessarily need to see a fight, but what you need to see is either you see the activity or either you hear directly from either one of the participants. Who did you fight? As long as Mohbad tell them that, okay, Prime Boy is saying that Mohbad told him that there was a camera in that house, you take him serious. Then Adura and Wumi are saying that Mohbad told them that Prime Boy fought him.
No, wait, you're still mixing it up. Adura said Cynthia told me, but Cynthia said she didn't see a fight. That's what I'm saying.
He said Cynthia told me, both Mohbad also told me.
So the only way they can do that is actually call the subpoena the military guys there.
If they can call Mohbad spirit, that can also help.
How can you say somebody fight with somebody and you didn't see the fight?
You can invoke Mohbad spirit.
What am I hearing? Paparano, what am I hearing? Make you believe in calling spirit. You believe in tradition now. Papi, which are they here? Explain.
Paparano is just being sarcastic.
Yeah, honestly, we need to just
I think you're joking, man.
All these conspiracy theories, okay, and just face the fact. Honestly, they're not going anywhere. It doesn't hold water. It doesn't hold water.
You know, for me, right, there are a lot of things that will excuse Prime Boy if he put up a good debate. For example, I think African television, was at that point. I think that was where you can pin anybody down there, okay? And that was a question that he asked. You see, he asked me a question. He said, okay, now let's focus on the fight, right? The injury that was on Mohbad, how possible would the glass of that car, how possible would the glass of that car had to have caused injury on Mohbad? Then who wants to explain that? Because, the fist, if someone is punching you, the fist is supposed to be affected. So your forearm.
Papariano, this kind of car, like it's a Lexus, according to what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
These cars, they have reinforced, maybe is it double glaze?
That's why I'm saying that something that might happen that involve Prime Boy that is not necessarily, but I don't want to say it. Because if they say it, then now we'll not be asking that why didn't you guys take Mohbad to the hospital?
I don't know what the Prime Boy do you.
They are saying something soft. I'm telling you, they are saying something that is very soft that cannot over affect him. I'm telling you, he might have done something bad too. What are you saying? What are you saying here?
I don't agree with you, Papa.
I really don't agree with Papariano because you just keep every time you just want to hammer on Prime Boy. You think he's done something that people are not saying.
It's not helping his friend. His friend is the one that died there. Me, I don't know Mohbad. I never enjoyed from Mohbad.
Let me help you, Mohbad. Everybody, give me 30 seconds. Everybody, give me 30 seconds. Let me help Paparano.
Please do.
I put it to you that until you can prove, wait, Caprano, until you can prove that night or thereafter that night, that Prime Boy was found seen at the location of Mohbad's house, rest your mind, remove Prime Boy. If you cannot place him at the scene of that house, whether he snuck there at night or he was the one who went to collect his documents and not his manager, if you cannot put him in that house, like they say in America, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit Prime Boy. Everything you're saying is you don't trust him, you don't believe him, fine, that's your opinion. But as far as prosecution is concerned, you don't place him in that house. You're not chasing your tail.
And you don't know, excuse me, but I also said something a while ago. You said, why is Prime Boy going around with his passport?
I must applaud you for attempting to really defend Prime Boy. But, sorry that you are not putting into consideration things that are so visible here, which this court is so much interested in, and which my Lord here will not want to overwaste his time. Just like our time. Okay, my Lord is very busy and has a lot of credibility. Okay, and we not coordinate this court, okay, this way by sight, by the things you are saying, take Prime Boy to the crime scene. What we are saying here, my Lord, and to my fellow colleague, African TV, we are saying here, seriously, we are trying to establish the injury that was caused on Mohbad. And in establishing this injury, we have to place all our focus on the scene which Prime Boy was. And the last remarkable scene which Prime Boy was the scene at the show. And now at this show, we have so many reports. We have report accusing Prime Boy of stabbing Mohbad with a knife, which we have a witness here. We have another report. We have witness.
Let me put it to you.
This is submission now. I'm giving submission. Okay? Or maybe Bibi should be the judge here. So you can moderate. I don't understand. So now, we have somebody who have accused Prime Boy that the knife you used to stab Mohbad, and that's the policeman who said the knife you used to stab Mohbad is with us here. So that man will bring a knife. Okay, those who are saying that it was glass, we'll bring them too. We'll bring them in front of the court, and then when we get to the court, then now that's what I'm saying. Who truly used that knife? Then when we get to court, we will know. All this you guys are saying is not going to happen.
Did not say that was a
remember who used that knife. How are you going to feel?
The pathologist never said there was a stab wound on him. So
this thing now was an injury. I questioned that pathological report that day. If you see, when that result come out, I said that I expect our legal team, when they go back on June 26th, to question that the injury found on Mohbad's hand, what instrument caused that injury? They claim that there was an injury superficial, that is on the surface, not very deep.
Yes.
Now, they have not established whether it was glass injury or knife injury or iron injury. They have not established that. If they establish that, then we cannot know where to put our focus. But so far right now, we are working with sight. There's injury on Mohbad's hand. Me and you agree on that. How did he got that injury? Then we are trying to look at a prima facie. The prima facie is evidence at first sight. And evidence at first sight, Prime Boy said himself that Mohbad had collision with him. And he never did back.
Let me stop you there.
Oh my God.
When you talk about prima facie, okay, evidence that was at first hand that actually is a serious one. It's not that you just see something. Now, what they said was that scratch on his hand was superficial, okay, and it cannot cause death by any standard.
No one said it was death.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Seeing that scratch for the first time does not meet the threshold of the prima facie.
That's where the whole problem started. Now, without that scratch, how would they have called the nurse? Now, go on.
What nurse? Have you ever heard from the nurse?
The nurse will be called with subpoena. The nurse will come.
Okay, so until then.
Okay, let's adjourn the court. Court adjourned again, 2027.
Whatever, forever. The heavens, I don't care. But listen, let's leave it like that.
So you go adjourn for 100 years. You don't go close this matter.
I don't. Now get one baby. You go to five of that justice now that year that time.
Don't worry. Now my great grandchildren will come solve this case.
The case is actually, to be honest, the case is straightforward. Only if the police want to do their job.
You see, I'm telling you, guys, don't overthink. Prime Boy must have done something. And they know the sender of Prime Boy. For the police to have mind and say the knife you used to stab Mohbad is still with us.
Now you, they overthink. I'm waiting Prime Boy petition that police.
Okay, now, where is the head? Where is the head of that petition? Where is the head? Now, just mouth. Petition for mouth. Petition for mouth. Since how many months?
He did it.
Oh, God, beg. Give that now, beg.
He did it.
You know how many petitions about Mohbad don't write? How many petitions we don't write? I can't count it. No effect.
Petition that police. He did it.
Oh, God, very last. Petition for mouth. Make it sue to court. Take him to court straight for damages. If you can't go for damages, it must not be criminal case for damages. Sue money make most how much you make for the police body. It's a civil case now.
Yeah, he can go both civil and criminal. He can go
so what is he waiting for?
Libel. He can go for libel.
What is he waiting for?
He's got a lawyer now. His lawyer
you are speaking for him now. You talk to his lawyer now. His lawyer is smart now.
I just want to see. Listen, I'm not saying anybody, but Prime Boy, with all your conspiracy theories, sorry, it's not gonna hold water. I'm sorry.
Dreaming. You are dreaming. You are dreaming. Guys, I want to restart this live stream so that I can have access to my 6 box. Okay? Let me restart this live stream so that I can bring 9 persons up.
Okay.
Let's join back, everybody.
Nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ kọ́rọ́ òkú. Bàbá wa jáde, wọ́n wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ orò ìdílé. Àkọ́kọ́ bẹ̀, ṣé pásítọ̀ tí ò mọ bó ṣe ń ró òkú ló fẹ́ máa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ orò ìdílé ìyẹn àkọ́kọ́? Kí ni gangan pàtó tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Liam? Kí ló dó tó fi ń sọ dandan ní pé kó gbé Liam lọ sí Èkìtì fún orò ìdílé? Èèyàn tó fẹ́ ṣe ìràpadà fọ́mọ ẹ̀ Mohbad, tó fẹ́ gba placenta Liam, tó wá tún á sọ̀rọ̀ orò ìdílé fún Liam tó bá ṣe DNA tán. Kí ni bàbá yẹn kí ló fẹ́ fi Liam gangan ṣe? Kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Liam? Kí ni pásítọ̀ ní ṣe pẹ̀lú orò ìdílé? Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín nìyẹn. Mo ṣe pé tí fẹ́ bọ́ sókè ti pẹ́, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa. Àdé àwọn orò ìdílé wo ló wà lẹ́kìtì?
Okay, God bless you. Yes, sir. Again, Papa fún yín. Number 1, bàbá bó ṣe wà yẹn, ògùn níbi tán lọ. Kán ní ògùn ọmọ yẹn. Number 1, ògùn Liam, bàbá yẹn nídìí ẹ̀. Òun fi lè ní ìkí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yẹn sẹ̀. I think bóyá ó níbi àlẹ́jì ni ó níbi tó lọ. Because placenta tó ń pariwo placenta kẹ̀kẹ́ kan yẹn. Bàbá ní nǹkan tó ti fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan yẹn, wọ́n ti sọ fún pé ó gbúdọ̀ wá kàn sẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò bá dẹ̀ ti rí kúkú gbé ọmọ wá Wùmí ló ń gbọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ wá lọ fún anybody. Afọ̀nà gan ilé tó ń gbé jáde tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lọ ṣe mẹ́tì àti ìtàn má jẹ́ fún nǹkan ọmọ yẹn lára, má gbé jáde fún anybody mọ́. That's number 1. Orò ìdílé oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà wọn fi ń ṣe orò ìdílé. Wọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé nípa tí ó rò pé èèyàn bí ọmọ, nǹkan tó kọ́ mọ̀ jù lẹ́kìtì òun ni pé kéèyàn kó jẹ àtẹ́. Ṣàṣàlẹ́ náà ló dàbí pé wọn ti ń jẹ àtẹ́. Àtẹ́ yẹn dẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí sà. Ìyá ọmọ ló máa ń jẹ, kì í ṣe ọmọ tán bí. Àtẹ́ ni pé kéèyàn kó tó bá ti bí ọmọ yẹn tó bá jókùnrin ni ọjọ́ 9, tó bá jóbìnrin ni ọjọ́ 7. Ọjọ́ 7 yẹn tó bá jókùnrin ọjọ́ 9, ìyá ò ní jẹ nǹkan epo àti iyọ̀ fún odidi ọjọ́ 9 àbí 7 yẹn. Àǹkídẹ̀ náà ló ń fà á ni pé àwọn ẹrú kan tó ń lò nígbà kan tó máa treat àwọn náà gbé ẹ̀gún yẹn lẹ̀ pé tí ọmọ bá máa lójú nílé yìí ó gbúdọ̀ ṣe nǹkan báyìí, pé èmi náà jìyà àwọn ọmọ yín náà gbúdọ̀ jẹ.
ní obìnrin míì fi máa ń jẹ àtẹ wọn sì rí àwọn ìdílé kan tí ń jẹ náà so tí bàbá bá fẹ́ ṣòro ìdílé ó yẹ kó ti ṣe nígbà tí wọ́n bí Liam kí Mohbad gan wà láyé kó sọ fún pé báyìí báyìí náà ṣe ń ṣe ó máa jẹ àtẹ ni o àtẹ ló kọ́mọ̀ jù go and ask ṣé alómìnira tutù ní tá a fẹ́ ju ọmọ síta ní kó wẹ̀ lọ láì ṣe rárá ìlàjẹ òkè ló pọ̀ jù lẹ́kìtì ṣé bàbá fẹ́ gbọ́ ọmọ gọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ wọn ò gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ nígbà tí ìṣẹ́ wù mí tọrọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ Ìkẹ́rẹ́ àbó tọrọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ Olóṣùta Ìkẹ́rẹ́ bí ò tọrọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ Olóṣùta Ìkẹ́rẹ́ kò dẹ̀ tọrọ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ débi ká ti ní kó wá gbé kó wá fi ṣèbá ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ mú ṣùbá ni àbáwá fẹ́ mú ní àmú ṣùbá náà kò tọrọ ọmọ ń bẹ̀ so ẹni tó bá tọrọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ torí ìlú wọn máa ń fún bàbá tó sọ pé òun ò mọ ẹ bó ṣe rú òkú lọ́nù fa o òkúta tó wà ń lu wọn máa ń fún yàn lọ́mọ ó máa ń fún yàn lọ́mọ máa ń ṣoríṣiríṣi so bàbá o ò lè sọ pé kí ìwé gbọ́mọ ẹ̀ sá fún bàbá yẹn Ọlọ́run ti jáde láti máa sọ nǹkan tó ń sọ láti pé kó lè mọ bó ṣe máa gbágere ilé ẹ̀ ni òrùndínlé sà nǹkan tó máa ń sábà ṣe lẹ́kìtì ni mo sọ fún yín tó kọ́mọ̀ jù lẹ́kìtì pé kò dẹ̀ sí sà kò sí pásítọ̀ tó gbóná jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lẹ́kìtì táwọn ò mọ bọ́n ṣe ń rú òkú pé bóyá àwọn ò mọ̀ túmọ̀ ẹ̀ ó lè má lè ṣe ó lè má mọ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ò kò sọ́mọ Èkìtì mo ń sọ fún yín lẹ́nu kò àfẹ́lẹ́ ìtàwọn abísí àwọn àbúrò bóyá irú àwọn ọmọ wa wò ní àdínkù kò sí rí lọ́mọ Èkìtì tó bá jẹ́ pé gbé lẹ́kìtì yẹn fún wa gbọ́ pé òkúkú nǹkan tó kọ́mọ̀ lẹ́kìtì ni àìkájọ yàrá tó bá ti rúyàn lójú pápápá wá ní kánjọ́ ń ro àríró ó yàtọ̀ sí pé mo fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pa ríró ni pé punishment fáwọn tó pa ọmọ òun ni ríró òkú ṣùgbọ́n tó bá fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ.
ṣọ́ gbé kọ́ọ̀lì ni.
ẹ̀lú ṣàṣẹ ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ẹjọ́ sàwọn ẹnìkan ní kóòtù wọlé ẹ má bínú tó bá fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ ṣé rí ríró òkú sà ríró òkú ni pé lọ́jà ó pọ́sibú kó kú lọ́jà ẹni tó kọ òkú bóyá ó lọ́wọ́ nínú ẹ̀ nílùú òyìnbó ń bí tọ́jà ní kó kú lọ́jà òkú lè wá síbí kó wá lu kó mórí ẹni kó wá ṣe ó pọ́sibú káwọn ará ilé má mọ̀ pé òkú tó kú lékè nínú èkó tàbí ní Nàìjíríà ló wá lu kó mẹ́rin tó wà nílùú òyìnbó ìyẹn yàtọ̀ bó ti fi wútò wọ́n rí ó kí ọ̀dùsàn ọ̀yọ̀dọ́ra ó máa ń kun rí òkú ni ẹ̀ tó bá jọ mi Èkìtì kó já mi ó máa ń pè kú ní àìkànjá yá pé rí rẹ̀ ó kọ́ mọ̀ tí òkú bá ti rí ìyàn lójú àìkànjá yá pé rí rẹ̀ jàre so bàbá Mohbad ò lè ní ríró òkú pípẹ́rú òkú bàbá Mohbad ò lè ẹ́fà sọ pé òun ò mọ̀ túmọ̀ irọ́ ló pa òun ò mọ̀ túmọ̀ òdè ní òdìlé so irọ́ ló ń pa òun náà nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn lè advice òun ni pé kó máa gbé bàbá ṣe ń wá nǹkan kan ó ṣe ń wá òògùn kan lára Liam kí Wùmí máa gbọ́mọ yẹn sá fún a dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ náà tí bàbá ń jáde báyìí tó ń ja ìjà ẹ́ tí bàbá ò ṣe pé I love you Wùmí I love you Wùmí kó wá fi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń pè kan ní Èkìtì àbá ọ̀yọ́ mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ lẹ̀ wẹ́ẹ̀yọ̀ mú pa Wùmí wẹ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀mú pa Liam mọ̀ mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ lẹ̀ pa wàá máa ṣe bí kó láìkẹ́ á dẹ̀ pa sínú lóun náà ń pè ní pé ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ lẹ̀ náà máa ń pè ní mo fẹ́ sọ ní gbé ìṣe rẹ̀ dákun pé kéèyàn máa ṣe bí pé I love you but kó dẹ̀ máa pa ènìyàn sínú àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ náà pé bàbá ò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kúkú gbé fèsì jáde zílì báyìí pé òun fẹ́ pé ìtàn báyìí so Wùmí gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbọ́mọ yẹn sá fún mi kò sọ̀rọ̀ òdílé kankan Wùmí ò tọrọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ Olóṣùta kò dẹ̀ tọrọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ so kò sí fáìlì kankan tó fẹ́ lọ fún bàbá jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan kan fún ẹ Ìkẹ́rẹ́ tó ń pariwo yẹn I know much a lot of Ìkẹ́rẹ́ bàbá mọ́mì mi mo ní ọdún tó fi ṣe ọlọ́pàá ní Ìkẹ́rẹ́ tó ṣe adájọ́ ní Ìkẹ́rẹ́ I know it so if I want to know much about Ìkẹ́rẹ́ mo kàn mọ́ dákẹ́ sẹ́ni màá mọ tó jẹ́ pé màá jinlẹ̀ gidi síbẹ̀ dáadáa tí màá wá ẹ kàn mo kàn tiẹ̀ ṣe dákẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ni kò ṣọ́ ara ẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wùmí stop all this rubbish tó bá ti lera jù màá ṣàlàyé bọ́ a máa màá pèsè atẹ́nulẹ́yìn wọn fi gbogbo ẹnu pọ̀ mọ́ alákàrà Ìkẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n àdójútì ẹ̀ láìpẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sẹ̀ ṣe.
ẹ má ti lọ last question tí mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín bí Mohbad ṣe wà tí wọ́n ti sìn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lè ro àbí kó béèrè irú ikú tó pa àti toxicology ò sọ irú ikú tó pa ṣé bó ṣe wà yẹn tí wọn ò tí ì sin ṣé wọn sì lè ro.
nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé bó ṣe wà yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn lérò òkú ẹ̀yìn sà ó tún pín sóríṣiríṣi ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn tó pa á náà wọn ò jókòó lásán ṣe gẹ́tì sà àwọn tó pa á náà ò jókòó lásán àwọn náà máa ṣe pé tó bá ti ẹ̀rù nǹkan báyìí bàbá yìí ti jẹ́ púpẹ̀ farafara tọmọ yìí kúkú tó di pé àwọn kan lọ máa ti ọwọ́ ọmọ Mohbad bọlẹ̀ ló yẹ kí bàbá yìí náà ti máa ń ṣe but àti lè sọ ẹni tí kan àbò wọn sì nípa pípérí òkú òkú bá pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ kò sí nǹkan bá pè é ó sì máa dáhùn á dẹ̀ sọ nǹkan tó pa wá oh my god ẹ má jẹ́ ǹjẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ tán wá lòkú máa sọ nǹkan kì í ṣe pé wọ́n wé o mi ì fẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹnu pọ́nmọ́ látàrí kì í ṣe pé wọ́n wé o wọ́n àìrílé òkè ó ti yé ní bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ní àgbààgbà tẹ́ wà lórí kìíní òkú yẹn máa sọ ẹ wo òkú máa sọ ikú tó pa ó máa tún sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ pé ẹni báyìí kò sáfún ẹni báyìí bàbá òun kò sáfún ìyá àwọn ẹni báyìí ṣe nǹkan báyìí sí ẹ òkú tó máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ á tún sọ fún yín pé I'm talking from experience ìdákẹ́kẹ́ mi fẹ́ gbé jù òkú tó máa sọ fún yín pé nǹkan mi báyìí wà lọ́wọ́ ẹni báyìí níbi báyìí ilé ìta ìwọ̀n gan níbi tí bàbá mọ̀ pé èmi tún lè wà tó jẹ́ bóyá owó àbí nǹkan kan tí wọ́n bá di fi bá àyàn ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ mí ò wọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó wà Èkìtì ṣe máa ń ṣe ìpínlẹ̀ èyí tó bá bímọ síbì kan ó kì í jẹ́ kí n sọ experience èèyàn kan fún yín ìyá ó kú wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ pe orí ẹ̀ I'm talking from kìnní gidi mo sọ fún yín true life story ni ètò wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ pe orí ẹ̀ ó wá sọ gbogbo nǹkan tán gbogbo bó ṣe máa treat ìyàwó ẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń pè kìnní kan pé wọ́n máa ń tanná tó bá fẹ́ jáde òkú wọ́n máa ń tanná fún ìyàwó ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa iná yẹn instead tó yẹ kí àbúrò ọkọ kó tán ó fẹ́ fi wíkẹ́ẹ̀dì ìyàwó kò tán náà yẹn fún ìyàwó ọmọ kékeré sà ọmọ 3 years tí ó máa yẹn bí òun ló wá tan náà yẹn tó dẹ̀ gbé iná yẹn ó máa gbé iná yẹn jáde wọn ti fẹ́ mú ìyàwó jáde òkú ó máa gbé iná yẹn ó máa gbé ṣáájú ìyá ẹ̀ lọ tó bá ti ń gbé síwájú ìyá ẹ̀ lọ ìyá ẹ̀ máa tẹ̀lé àwọn obìnrin elétò ọkọ wọn náà kó máa tẹ̀lé lọ wọn máa tẹ̀lé lọ sẹ́yìnkùlé ìyàwó yẹn á lọ bọ́ gbogbo aṣọ tó wọ̀ bóyá aṣọ tó ti nílò láti gbà tọkọ ẹ̀ ti kú àbí kò máa bọ́lẹ̀ iná yẹn náà máa wá fi jó aṣọ yẹn iná yẹn dẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tán bá ti tàn kándù náà máa ń lò báyìí láyé sí tán bá ti ń tàn ẹyọ kan ṣoṣo náà máa ń tàn ìgbà tán fẹ́ tan méjì lẹ̀ fún my mommy was standing for that woman pé no ẹ lè tan náà méjì lẹ̀ fọmọ yẹn òun kọ́ ló pọ̀kọ ẹ̀ kẹlẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ibi tí mo tún mọ́ dáadáa ẹ lè tan náà méjì lẹ̀ iná ẹyọ kan yìí kándù yẹn ti ń jó lọlẹ̀ ó yẹ tún fi sórí ẹ̀ ẹ bá fi sí ọ̀nà méjì ẹ fi sórí ẹ̀ at the end of the day wọ́n ní kọ́ ọmọ yẹn gbé náà ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ gbé iná yẹn ìgbà tó ọmọ yẹn máa gbé iná yẹn tó gbé jáde tán bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe gbé iná yẹn jáde iná yẹn wọ́n fi jó àwọn aṣọ yẹn wọ́n wọ ẹmọ́ mi wọ́n ṣàṣìmọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀lẹ́pọ̀ yẹn wọ́n gbé kúrò ìgbà tó ń lọ pé orí bòdá yẹn pé inú wọn tẹ́ lọ́rùn sẹ́ta ló pa á immediately ṣe bá àbúrò bàbá ìwọ̀n náà ló lọ pé orí ẹ̀ pé òfin ẹ̀mọ́ kó tó pa ìgbọ́n ó bó ṣe débẹ̀ báyìí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ńlá lé ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀ ní pé ọ̀rọ̀ àbúrò ẹ̀ ní aláìní láàrí ẹ̀ ìwé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ fún ìyàwó òkú òun ló pa án ṣèbóun ti ṣàlàyé ikú tó pa án fún yín tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó kú ṣèbóun sọ àwọn nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bọ̀dá yẹn ìrìn àjò tó rìn lọ tó fi rí kú ẹ ó sọ fún àwọn oníṣègbè ẹ mọ̀ ó ní wáyé tẹ̀sẹ̀ wá ń gbogbo ìyàwó òun ó ní ẹwù bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wà yẹn ó ní ìyàwó òun ní oṣù 3 wà nú ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ pé ó wà nú ẹ̀ ó ní kẹ́ ẹ sọ fún ìyàwó òun tó bá wò ó tó bá fẹ́ dá sí kò dá sí kò bì fún un ó ní ṣùgbọ́n tí ò bá wò ó ní kó take it out ó ní because ìyà tán fi jẹ́ ìpó dùn ún òun lè jẹ́ kán fìyà jẹ lọ kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ pé ìyàwó lóyún ìdí gbogbo yẹn wá wojú ara wọn tó ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìgbọ́n olóyún ṣèbí kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ bí tí kinní yẹn lágbára dé lẹ́kìtì wọ́n sọ pé oyún tó wà nínú ẹ̀ pé tó bá wù kó gẹ́rù ìwé fọ̀ mí pé tó bá wù pé kó dẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ bí fóun pé kó bí fóun pé because mi ṣe táwọn family mi ṣe ṣe pé I don't like it ó dẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wọn ó dẹ̀ sọ gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀sán gbogbo tó dẹ̀ máa ké lórí gbogbo wọn kalẹ̀ ti rí fọ̀nà ó dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn ó dẹ̀ sọ pé kẹ́nìbọ̀dì má ṣe kìíní fún un mọ́ òun fúnra ara òun ló mọ bí tóun lòun bí báyìí tóun rìn dé bí báyìí tóun rìn dé ló fa ikú wọn sọ nobody kill me ó dẹ̀ sọ gbogbo everybody dẹ̀ sẹ́tù bí àwọn ṣe bọ́yọ nìyẹn so wọ́n ń ṣe dáadáa lẹ́kìtì kò jẹ́ bí kò ní ìwé lẹ́kìtì tẹ́yìn bá ti kú báyìí wọ́n á ní ẹ lọ pé afẹ́mọ̀kú tó pa ìsègbẹ́rí pé common something ni irọ́ ni bàbá mi bá dé ń pa tó bá lóun mọ nǹkan tó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe wá mọ òrùlé Christian yẹn ò mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe wá mọ òrùlé a lot of things in Èkìtì ó wà lẹ́kìtì dá ṣé gbogbo eléyìí tí bàbá mi bá dé ṣe ó ń bí àwọn ọmọ Èkìtì nínú Mr. Dawah mo mọ nǹkan táwọn èèyàn míì sọ fún mi lẹ́kìtì wọ́n ní wọ́n rí mi ní kinní Mohbad pé kí ló kàn mí tó bẹ̀ pé kékeré kan wọ́n ṣé wọn lè ṣe nǹkan báyẹn tó kékeré kan mo ní ìwọ ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ fún visa ṣe gbọ́ tó bó ṣe wà yẹn tí wọ́n bá sì fẹ́ pe orí ẹ̀ kan mọ okú tó pa wọ́n sì lè ṣe ìyẹn tí bàbá ò bá dẹ̀ ti lọ́wọ́ nù ẹ̀ kó má lọ máa dì lẹ́nu torí ó ní nǹkan náà tó fi máa jókòó náà lọ́wọ́ tí òun lè sọ.
Ibi táwa ń gbọ́rọ̀ yìí lọ ni pé gbogbo íńtávíù ranù tí bàbá ń ṣe yìí tọkọ ń lọ káàkiri àwọn àlè wọ̀nmí àwọn kìnnìkan so solution wà sí pé gbàtí toxicology ò sọ̀rọ̀ òkú tó pa Mohbad so solution wà lẹ́kìtì tí bàbá ò fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n dẹ̀ tẹnumọ́ òdílé fúlìyàmù wọ́n tẹnumọ́ òdílé fúlìyàmù ẹ̀rà wọ́n mọ̀ pé solution wà sí gbogbo nǹkan yìí kò dẹ̀ lè ná gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ mí rò pé ríró òkú ọkọ pé òkú kó wá ṣàlàyé nǹkan tó ṣe mo rò pé ó lè ná 100,000 naira.
ẹ jẹ́ sọ kankan fún yẹn tó
jẹ́ sọ pariwo DNA is a must DNA is a must DNA is a must.
Mr. Dawah ẹ jẹ́ kí n tó sọ pé wọ́n bá pe orí òkú ẹ jẹ́ sọ kan tó tún máa ṣẹlẹ̀ fún yín tán bá pe orí òkú tán òkú yẹn gan ló máa tán bá fẹ́ pé wọn ò fowó pé o tán bá pè tán òkú yẹn lákàn wá sọ pé ẹni tó béèrè òun ẹ fún níye báyìí òkú yẹn fúnra ẹ ló máa sọ pé ẹ fún níye báyìí owó wo náà ni owó ìdákàrà bóyá àṣà àtìgbà bá ní wọn lọ pọ bọdá ẹ bóyá 20 naira ló ní kọfẹnì ó pè ní sílé ìpóhùn tó máa ń ná láyé àtijọ́ owó ní Nàìjíríà ayé àtijọ́ yẹn èdè yẹn ló fi pé rí Yorùbá ìjìnlẹ̀ ló fi pé ní kọfẹnì nígbà tó máa ṣírò ṣe 20 naira àwọn èèyàn á sọ pé náà ní májà fún mi 20 naira ẹjẹ àfìsí àṣìtọ́lẹ̀ fi sí tó wọn fowó pòpò. ẹ̀wọ̀n ayé wà lábẹ́ ọ̀run ṣáà ti bàbá mi ní fẹ́ẹ̀ka.
question kan ṣé wọ́n ní ìdíje ti àwọn fámìlì kan tó lè pè mí àbí ṣé kò ń ṣe nǹkan tán lè lọ ṣe ṣe bóun ni Christian father ṣé wọ́n lè lọ bá àwọn other family ní abúlé tán lè ṣe ni.
mo máa padà wá sọ̀rọ̀ ó dàbọ̀ mọ́.
ok
ẹ ṣé o Jesus is Lord.
ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ gbọ́ o bóyá dúkìá to the other panelists before we start baba's interview mi ò gbá àbá tẹ̀lé parí ẹ̀ lẹ́nu ó tún bá ó nílé.
freedom ẹ̀gbọ́n.
ọ̀túnba tí ń pọ̀ jù lórí TikTok ẹ̀ ń sẹ́ àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀túnba tó máa sọ́ọ̀túnba kan náà ni.
àwọn ni wọ́n kàn change picture wọn.
Dawah class ìwọ ló mọ̀ Dawah class tí question yẹn bá yé mi dáadáa.
Ọ̀túnba ẹ jẹ́ kí kọ́ má lọ gbàgbé àwọn answers tó fẹ́ gbé.
ok.
ẹ ṣe sá.
ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ Pam Wendy èmi nìkan mo wà nulẹ̀ mo ṣe wà ń sìn báyìí mo kọ èmi tí mo kókò mo kàn wo ra mi báyìí pé ṣé máa lè sùn lálẹ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run.
ẹ ṣe pààyàn ni.
How can you say you are alone at home?
máa wo kọ́mẹ́dì kí tó sùn kí má lọ fi lálà.
freedom let's go on.
Reaction on being you know, I'm particularly interested in this question because it was something I have answered on the scientist platform. Then even after Takasi TCMB, I still made reference to it, because there was a part in the CTC, Tony, Baton Sonny First Hospital, Darosha, to say that come and listen to this nonsense they are saying here. You know, meaning that at that time, she has not reconciled to the fact that they are nonsense before they went to the other hospital. And we also heard of her reaction. And that reaction, Darosha ló fi confirm pé ó máa ń dàbí ipò òótọ́ ni agbọ́bọ̀n náà ṣe fọ́ sára yamayama níjọ́ yẹn. So definitely the shock would be there. And when she talks about Koro Oku, with the bits that I understand about spirituality, even Tobafe by spiritually, kò ń ṣe pé bóyá spirit kan ló kàn máa wá tó máa wá pààyàn. Nǹkan kan náà ló máa fi orchestrate, nǹkan kan ló máa ṣe sábàbí nǹkan kan. So even kò tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé abẹ́rẹ́ náà ni, wọ́n lè tó bá ti set kíní yẹn emotion in the spiritual world, nǹkan kan ni kú máa ń mú dání. So for her to have come out at that point in time to say, Eloro, it means that beyond sciences, beyond spirituality, whoever is responsible fún ikú ọkọ òun mọ̀ pé tó bá ro revenge, as in sharp, only revenge. So it's not out of place. And I saw someone making a sneer comment, Ipewo is now spiritual, interesting. The truth is, even the spiritual controls the physical. So ikutoba makpayon physically want to control it from the spirit world. And only back or atiara anybody at all anybody shelewa. So in that instance, it could be the nurse. Neo onto so Tobani Koloru is based on surpass understanding. She cannot reconcile it. Anytime I just saw 3:45 a.m. I remember because I quoted the time when I was referring to it recently too. But Anton just already 3:45, even 30 minutes. She said it in the CTC that an hour or 30 minutes before the nurse came, they were still good. They were talking. So shock only anything based on it. Nǹkan believe pé ó máa mú solution wá nìyẹn at that point in time. Thank you.
Thank you, Freedom. Osha, do you have something to? Okay, TNM, Shawambe. Chobby, are you there? Yeah. Just to add to what Freedom just said is one at that time I think it could talk and I think if you even ask someone what is the meaning of ro kutongongolo, so she might give another definition of at that time so she was thinking that's the best thing that would, that Baba can do or that they can do to the body that will bring a quick solution to it. So, and I would also add that as, for me, her that night, I think she's still in denial. She's still like, she for real, she boy it's cool, so I think out of joy, she was just looking for a quick solution to the problem. That's my one.
I should go shopping me. Yeah, measure you.
When you felt me to buy the chubby means so anyway, just like Chubby me said, Emi omo white tí wọ́n fi fẹ́ fault ọmọ ẹ̀ ní nǹkan tó ṣe. Gbogbo ala mọ̀ pé èèyàn mélòó nu wa nínú gbogbo àwa táwa ń bí yàtọ̀ sí bóyá àwọn tí parents wọn ti kú o. Èèyàn ti kú níwájú wọn rí yàtọ̀ sáwọn nurses, doctors tó wà láàrin wa. Because here it means in 50 law coin. So God is able, God is standing. She's asking you.
The only man that says that if you fight with somebody, okay, I think it's 1 year less 1 day. And and if that person dies, okay, they will come for you. That's correct.
You are suspect until autopsy proves otherwise.